What's going on, partners? Today we're going to be talking about inmate fire camp workers. Some of the issues that politicians and advocates are addressing are the inmates' pay and their ability to get firefighter jobs after their prison term.
So what is the push? What would you like to see happen now?
I'd like to see us pay all of our first responders. There were some heroic efforts this January. There's been a century of heroic firefighting efforts by incarcerated people in California. We show them gratitude, we send them thoughts and prayers, but we should do what's right and pay them a just wage.
As a state.
So what does that wage look like?
I think we should return this.
I think it should be the lowest wage anyone who's non-incarcerated gets paid when they're actively fighting a wildfire. But I'm open.
I actually had a structure fire, and one of the structure fires I was in.
We just want to make sure that we don't forget this moment and that we don't forget the first responders who helped save our region.
I mean, I guess the argument against that would be they're incarcerated and we're sort of doing them a favor by letting them do this. It shouldn't necessarily be a big way to make money. What do you say to that?
Well, I think they owe restitution. I think all work is dignified and worthy of being treated as such. And I think that idea that incarcerated labor should be free goes back to the relics of slavery. We can do better. That's why we pay them something to begin with. But what we pay them is unjust. It's immoral. They did life-saving work, heroic work, brave work, and we owe them a debt of gratitude. And I think we should pay that debt.
Californians had an opportunity to push back on this concept of slavery for incarcerated work last year with a ballot proposition which failed. What do you think the voters were saying with that?
I think the voters were wrong, respectfully, and the voters of Nevada passed that same exact measure.
They're talking about the California Proposition 6, which would have ended prison labor, or what they like to refer to prison slavery. And it was pretty close. 53% of people voted no. So it was a close one. And they only got that close because they misled the public, something that I discussed in the Proposition 6 video I made 4 months ago. Politicians are not the only problem. The Board of State and Community Corrections also passes policies and reforms that affect our incarceration system. Got Budnick, founder of the Anti-Recidivism coalition that advocates for prisoners. Here is his organization raising donations for inmates.
What up, ARC family? This is Nicholas Tirado with a little update. In Northern California, there's an institution called Pine Grove Fire Camp. There have been 30 men selected from Pine Grove Fire Camp in Sacramento to come down to Los Angeles and help fight the fires. These young men have been deemed a threat to society. They essentially have been thrown away by their community. And now they are literally risking their lives to help fight fires and save people that they don't even know. This is one of the many reasons why we should respect everybody's dignity and humanity, because you never know who needs saving and you never know who's going to be the hero.
I would disagree that they got thrown away by their community. Instead, their community gave them a second opportunity. Despite what they did, instead their community gave them a second opportunity, an opportunity for redemption, for them to serve less time in prison, earn valuable skills like discipline, the ability to wear a uniform, show up to formation, be where you're supposed to be on time with your proper equipment. See, these gentlemen are indebted to the community and they're paying it back by their work. Yes, the work is hard. Yes, the work is dangerous.
There's been a lot of inquiries on how to donate to our incarcerated firefighters. At ARC, we started a firefighter fund and we encourage everybody to donate there. Let me tell you guys why. Immediate needs. So we're going to be giving these guys thank you meals, food trucks, clothing, shower trucks, equipment, anything to equip our men and women who are fighting the Palisades and eating fires. Scholarship funds. We're setting aside a large portion of donations for those who want to pursue firefighting careers after incarceration. Assisting with housing, rent, utilities, equipment, anything they need to feel like we got their back. Another aspect where your donations will go will be towards the fire camp upgrades. So the men and women who are stationed in the fire camps will get new TVs, new microwaves, new sports equipment, and more. Give today at our link in bio or antirecidivism.org/firefighter fund and put firefighter fund in the description. Thank you guys. We love you guys.
I don't trust his organization. As far as immediate needs, look, fast food restaurants are always going to show up. In-N-Out has been in every fire that I've responded to. Their money's not needed for fast food services. The scholarship program and helping inmates for housing and rent after they get out, that sounds like a great idea. Upgrading their fire camps? Come on, people asked everything. Unless these fire camps burnt down, there's no reason for these guys to get their TV or their microwave replaced. Instead, let's give that money to the victims of the fire. Remember, these guys need to give back to the community. That's why they're doing this work. You guys are requesting for more pay? No, give back. You're supposed to be giving back to your community. This program is supposed to be teaching you selfless service, but yet you ask for more pay. Here's Danny Trejo giving his opinion towards donations going to inmates. And remember, Danny Trejo spent time in prison himself.
Right now, as far as inmates getting paid, pros, cons, whatever, it's like right now, Kim, worry about the people that lost everything. You still got everything, okay? So worry about all the people that are walking around with absolutely nothing but the clothes on their back, all right? All the people in jail, and you're talking to a convict, lady, you know what I mean? All the people in jail, they're fine. All right, they got. Oh my God, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Everybody needs like a cause. Hey, they committed a. God, I hate saying this. I was a criminal. Guys, I'm sorry, but just put out the damn fire and then we'll figure out what to do. This is not a good crime to go to jail for. Are you kidding? Oh no, this goes up there with the molester. This is not a good crime because I hate to say this, but the most glamorous crime you can go to jail for is like an armed robbery, taken like from a bank or because that money's insured. Nobody's going to get hurt, you hope. So in jail, the mindset is like, that was cool, but a burglary, come on. It's like, you're taking grandma's money and this, what is involved? Nothing but pain, anguish, sorrow. What are you, little Johnny, all his Christmas presents got burned up.
I'm with Danny Trejo here. Let's worry about the people who lost everything, the inmates. They're fine.
Have you ever worked for 24 hours straight? Now imagine only making $26.90 for that entire day of work. That's exactly how much nearly 800 incarcerated firefighters are making as they battle the LA wildfires. Without a doubt, it's a devastating scene for the entire state. But these disasters often leave incarcerated workers fighting the fires with injuries, without the ability to land jobs after incarceration, and with very cheap pay. What happens is someone serving a sentence, they must have 8 years or left to serve. They then join fire camps where they're trained to support authorities as they respond to fires, floods, and other disasters. In this article by The Guardian, Amika Moda, who actually served in the fire camps from 2012 to 2015 while she was incarcerated, she said, "We always had this reputation on the fire ground of being the ones who did the dirtiest work, the hardest work, got there the earliest and stayed there the longest. There was a lot of respect we'd get from the other fire crews, but that also takes its toll." In disasters like this, any help is good help. But it's important to note that after incarceration, many people struggle to get jobs, struggle to even become firefighters, and some actually hate the forced labor altogether. It's also important to note that as of September of 2024, the numbers show that Black people and Latino men are overrepresented among prisoners in California. It's why many call the forced labors of prisoners modern day slavery and exploitation. If you're looking to help, the Associated Press just published an article with resources of where you can direct aid and funding. I'll put the link to the article in our bio. But let me know what you think about this in the comments, and don't forget to follow ThisXplained for more stories.
A military firefighter at the rank of E1 only makes $2,144 per month. When these actual heroes get out of their 6, 12, 20-year contract, they struggle to get employments with fire or law enforcement agencies. But we should make it easy for inmates to obtain these covenant positions of honor, loyalty, and selfless service? See, because Kim Kardashian is not telling you the whole truth. Incarcerated person walks away from Acton conservation camp. He just walked away. He didn't escape. He just walked away. That looks like a real hero to me. Oh, chinga su madre, fuck. I ain't even gonna say anything. CDCR apprehends incarcerated person who again walks away from Azusa Conservation Center. Wordplay. Wordplay. If you only knew the criminal reports I've taken in fire camp, you wouldn't even want a fire camp program in your state, believe me. But let's go behind the scenes and try to uncover some stuff.
East County, San Diego, what's happening? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Come on, Chito. Your hometown, fool. Yeah, San Jose right here. Let's go. Yeah. East County, San Diego, what's happening? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now let's take a look at the comments. Dropouts and PCs throwing up sets. See, the public doesn't know. All PC'd up. They PC'd up to get time off and protect us from the fire. You're putting out false info. You don't even know what you're talking about. You, the one, don't know what you're talking about. All fire camps right now are no good. From what I've been told, if you're a homie, you can't go to fire camp no more because they mix them with PCs. I'm not sure if that applies to our races. Yeah, it just depends. It just depends. But there you go, partners. A few things that the media, politicians, and advocates leave out. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I think. What matters is what the majority of California wants. But we do need to be properly informed before we make our decisions. For now, partners, that is all I got. Remember to hold the line and let's hold them accountable.